Right, good morning, welcome back. Time to get this thing into paint, the tail, the final body panel, and that will be all the bodywork done for now. That's going to take 2 videos to do that. I've got one to prep everything, and the second will be to paint it. Weather's changed, temperature's dropped, it's a lot more humid now, so ultimately I'm going to have to take a good half an hour flash off between coats. I want to put 3 thick coats on it plus the flash off and tack coats, so effectively that's a day's work just to sand that, to prep it, to paint it, just the top of it. So today instead I want to get everything else ready and out the way first. This bottom lip around the edge of the tail panel, that's knobbly and wobbly where I haven't really bothered that much to finish it perfectly. Also, it's a little bit proud in some places, so I've got to sand and flash that. A little bit of preparation, that's what that is. Also, the little tail tidy itself, that's got to have a couple of coats of paint, so that starts drying off properly before I maul it around and then bolt it back on. And inside the tube there, where the light goes, that's got to have that silver coating on the inside, so I want to get that in there today. Good thick few coats in there and let that dry off. Once all that's done and all that's dry and a couple of coats of paint underneath it, then I'll just have the top of it to do. So I'll be able to concentrate on that as a single video. So there we are, it's enough chat. Let's get on with it. Right, every little step, that's looking better. I really like that. That definitely improves things. Okay, right, to today's fun and games. Now this is the little bracket, the old tail tidy. This is going to get painted first because the tough paint doesn't need any primer. It's formulated to go straight onto bare metal. I'm just going to take off any little tiny burrs, scuff up the smooth surfaces just a little bit with some 800 grit to give it something to bond to, and then get a few coats of black over that. Then I can get stuck into this. Right, now the fun bit starts. I've got to get this lip all the way around here, completely flush with the under tray so that it just morphs into it neatly and there's no lip. Sometimes there's, on some parts of it, it's completely flush, like there, just a tiny little shade above, which is designed to be, and other areas like this, there's a good 4 mil. And that's all just got to be block sanded away. Nothing too aggressive, it will take it down ever so quick. Perhaps a little bit of 60 grit first and then 80, then 120, and then get it absolutely smooth. It's going to mean sanding it with this in place. And these are the kind of situations where you can think ahead as much as you possibly can, but you can not always think ahead of everything. So when I painted this, I wanted to get it painted, I wanted it looking great in black, but it's obviously when I sand this down, it's going to scuff the edges of this a little bit, anyway, but it doesn't matter because it's got to be repainted, because I trimmed all that edge in there to relieve that gap for the number plate bracket. So that's got to be painted. So I'll just paint the whole thing again when I do the top coat. It doesn't make any difference. I'd rather it was done right, and that's an absolutely lovely smooth curve all the way around, than have a lip on it purely because I don't want to take the bother to paint that twice. There we go, right, shut up and get stuck in. Right, there we are. Now that's been about 2 hours, and that's now completely level. When I put that on there, that's level all the way around, absolutely perfect, like that. That's superb. This level here, where there was more of a step, I just ground that away so it just smooths in now nicely. The fit and finish is what it's all about. When you're doing something like this, if you take that little bit extra time and get the fit and finish absolutely right, it makes the whole job look better. Just going to wash everything off, including me, get it outside, rinse it all off, get it in, dry it, and we can blow some paint on it. Right, all ready. Here's the stuff I'm going to use. It's High Coat Chrome Look. It says striking shine and excellent coverage. Well, we shall see. There's the swatch on the lid. It says it comes out like that. I shall be pleased if it does, although I bet it don't. Shall we see? Right, there we go, that's done. Now that's fundamentally a wheel paint, and as you probably know if you've ever painted wheels before, anybody asks why don't you put primer on the inside there? Well, as you probably know with wheel paint you don't need to. Wheel paint is specially formulated to go over bare metal because you get scratched up old wheels, you sand them down, you spray it over and it works straight away, it doesn't lift or anything, and that's exactly what's happened in there. It's gone straight onto bare metal and it's a lovely finish. It's not chrome like the swatch on top of the lid, didn't think it would be, but it's kind of a polished aluminium and that looks absolutely great. Really happy with it. That's going to reflect shed loads of red light in all directions and do exactly what it's there to do, which is to mean I can hide the light right down inside and it will still be legal. If it's not, like I said, I can space it out, still an option. Now for there, I'm going to have to tape a line across because I want to do the inside of this and this lip edge. The only reason I don't want to paint over there today is that I'd have to mask around the inside of that and it's fresh paint, so 48 hours at least before I could put tape over that, and then I can mask around and spray the whole thing. So I'll do that part there with the top when I come to do it. For now, I'm just going to do all the inside around this lip, build up some nice layers on this so that when I do the top coat, that doesn't end up a dry patch like you so often get, because that smooths nicely into the under tray and that is a finished surface. So I'll do that today and that'll have to be it. There we go. Drying times as usual. Alright, there we are, superb. I didn't want to breathe on that. Really happy with that. That's absolutely flawless. Now, in the previous incarnation before today, that had a little tiny piece of fluff or trash, something landed in it, but now that is bang on. Absolutely flawless. Really happy with that. The problem with satin paints is you can't get rid of any trash. You can't flat it out and polish it because it's a satin finish and you'll ruin it. And also black satin, so it's going to show it even more. So I've set myself the hardest possible task, the hardest possible finish to get right, and I'm really enjoying the challenge. So that's also been the prep on this. Get all the underneath done, get a nice thick coat of paint all the way around that bottom lip edge, and that's also completely perfectly profiled now with the under tray. So when that under tray is fitted, it sits dead flush all the way around, which is exactly the look I wanted. Now after this, I can now focus. All that's done, I can focus on just doing the top coat. I can spin it over, wedge it down on the box. That won't affect that in a couple of days' time. That'll be nice and tough. And then I can really focus on getting that top coat absolutely perfect, just like the tank, which is really important. It's going to sit right behind it and you'll be able to see any difference in the quality of the finish. So that's the biggest task coming up. I'm going to leave it at least 2 days before I go near it. So next up, while I'm letting that dry, I've got a little project on the lathe. A very good friend of mine has said she needs something changed on the gear shifter of her bike. Looks like an easy task, but it's the first proper little job for someone else on the lathe. So no pressure, really looking forward to it. I'll update the board for now. Thank you for watching. Take it easy, ride safe. See you next time.